Hey Darian, how you doing? I got your work up here. Now, first thing I'm noticing here is this file doesn't really look like it's 15 by 20. This should be 15 width by 20 inches high, 5 by 5 panels with a 1-inch gutter between. Okay, so this doesn't look like it's set up correctly. You definitely want to make sure that's set up correctly. I'm going to take you over to the course announcements. And in those announcements, I'm going to show you, this is the welcome to week 3 announcement. Now, I don't know if you've looked at this or not, Darien, but there's a ton of stuff in here. There's 6 videos and all sorts of resources and things to help you out to understand grid and hierarchy. But as far as setting up the file for assignment 3, take a look at this video way down at the bottom of the announcement. There's this video how to set up the file for assignment 3. Definitely want to take a look at that so we can make sure the file's set up correctly. Okay, let's go. I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that, and we're going to take a look at this. Okay, so that's file size. You want to make sure the file size is correct and that everything is set up according to specifications in the assignments page. Okay, that's week 3, assignment 3, part 1, typographic hierarchies and alignments, first iteration, the assignments page right here. Okay, now the next thing we see is this, is that we're looking for a few things here in each of the compositions. If I come down here, right here, where it says in design 1, in design 2, in design 3, and then design 4, this describes exactly what you're supposed to do in each of these compositions. So for example, in week 1, well, first thing I want to do is I want to take a look at your writing. The writing in each one of these is different. And what you want to do is you want to establish the exact same type, the exact same descriptions for all 4. You want to, and over here you can see what we want you to define in the descriptions here. So here's the name of the car, and then you have all of these descriptions of the car. So you want to get the name of the car, then the description of the characteristics of that car, and use the same text in all 4 of these. What you're going to do is you're going to create hierarchy based on the exact same text. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Now in design 1, as we can see, we're only supposed to use there's no contrast in size or weight, and all hierarchy should be based on grouping. So if we take a look at the first, so theoretically this should be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in the first one, none of these are establishing hierarchy because there is no emphasis on any area. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the example. Okay, so as we see in the first example, we want to no contrasts in size or weight, and all hierarchy should be based on grouping. The second is 1 new size, 1 new weight. The third is multiple contrasts in weight and scale. And the fourth is multiple contrasts in weight and scale. Cropped image of the car in black and white, bleeding in at least 2 places. Okay, so those are not covered in here. But I want to show you an example where we can take a look at how those are covered. And in order to do so, again, I'm going to the course announcement, the same announcement. Welcome to week 3 announcement. I'm going to come down here and look at this example, and we'll go through this example so you can understand what we're looking for. Okay, so the first design, no contrasts in size or weight. All hierarchy is based on grouping. So as you can see, all of the type here is the same, right? And the only thing that's really creating hierarchy is the way these are grouped. So that's grouped off alone, and these are all one group. So that's creating hierarchy based on the title, the headline of the car. Okay, in the second design, we want 1 new size and 1 new weight, everything else being the same. Okay, so we have the same type size here, right? But now we're adding, here's a new size, and here's a new weight. Okay, now in the third design, we're asking for multiple contrasts in weight and scale. Now, keep in mind, this is all using the same underlying grid, but here's your multiple. There's new weight right there. Here's a new size and weight. Here's a new size and weight. And then in the fourth, we want multiple contrasts in weight and scale, right? And we have that. Here's 1 different weight scale. Here's another different weight scale, a third, and yet a fourth. So that's displaying multiple contrasts in weight and scale. And then this also requires the car to be cropped. Okay, that means remove the background, and the car also needs to be in black and white. Okay, so that's what you want to do to satisfy the requirements of the assignment. And again, if you want to, I think a really good idea at this point is this definitely you want to go through that announcement, that Welcome to Week 3 announcement. Where did it go? Right here. Definitely go through this. I mean, spend some time in here, Darien. Spend some time in here. You'll get a great understanding of hierarchy as well as grid use if you hang out. This is a really great example right here. In the hierarchy example, showing you exactly how to add hierarchy based on emphasis, and that emphasis is confined to scale, weight, and proximity or placement, the location. And then this one adds color, which we're not going to do. And then in addition to that, jump over to page 101 in the textbook and make sure you take a look at those examples and read through the descriptions of those examples. There's 9 examples on that page, and that page shows you exactly how to do an assignment very, very similar to this. Okay, so those are my recommendations. I mean, you can go ahead and repost, but I would like to see if you have any questions at all on this setup, let me know. But we're looking for that. Those are my recommendations for your final submission. You can even post before then if you'd like, and I can make some comments. Otherwise, we'll be looking for those changes in your final submission. And of course, the most important thing right now is to ask me any questions if you have any. All right? Thanks very much.